Okay, we're going to paint a rock. This rock, right here. And we're going to paint it with acrylic paint, which is a water-based paint. And so we're going to start with, I guess, an orange-ish color. I call it orange. It's called burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. There it is. And I need my little mixy thing here. Here's my mixy thing. Looks like it's got some dried paint in there already. That's okay. Not going to worry about it. All right, so let's get the color in there that we want. It looks sort of orange-ish, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to try to keep it wet as I paint the rock. So I'm going to get the brush wet again. Get some there. Okay, let's just paint this rock. Right now it looks like watercolor. So I probably, since it's a rock and not a piece of paper, I'm going to lay off on the water a little bit. I'm so used to painting on paper or on canvas that sometimes you forget. You know, it's not the same. So this is going to be orange all the way around, and you'll see why in a little bit. Oh, you can't see it there. Sorry, I pulled that out of the camera view. I'm going to paint it everywhere. Just paint it. I have to let that dry, and then I'll flip it over. But while we're waiting for it to dry, let me try and get every angle. Much down the side as I possibly can. Just get as much down the side as I possibly can. Yeah, it's going to take a couple of coats because it's a rock, not a piece of paper. Okay, so let's add some yellow to it. There's the yellow. It's called yellow ochre. I'm not good with naming the colors. I just go by the old kindergarten lessons, you know, yellow, and blue, and red. So I'm going to take some of this yellowish. I'm going to paint it around the edge. Let's get this on there. I think the trick is going to be to let it dry and then do a couple of different layers on it. Okay, get some more of that first orange or red color. And get some more of this yellow on the side here. I think you can already tell what it's going to be, right? You can already tell. I think you can already see it. Of course, it's probably labeled on the video, so you already know that this is going to be, oh, I'll tell you, it's going to be a hamburger. A hamburger. A rock burger. Just trying to get all those little brush marks brushed out of there. All right, now we're going to need some, a little bit more of a brighter yellow. Here's the next one. This is called lemon yellow. This is all acrylic, by the way. And just using a little bit, just a little bit. Just try to get the edges, because this is the bun, you see. I'm painting the bun first. Oops, the bristle part came off. somebody said to me, can you paint a rock to look like a hamburger? I would have to say, I guess so. Why not? Can you paint a molehill to look like a mountain? Can you paint an eagle to look like a sparrow? No, I don't think you can do that. Alright, there's our hamburger bun, I guess. Again, we gotta let it dry. Alright, now let's add the very dark colors. I got a big tube here of burnt umber. I don't see any burnt umber in the little tubes. So that's gonna be, I think, that's gonna be the meat of the hamburger. So let's just put the meat in there, hanging out the edge. I'll have to give it some highlights, but for now, I'm just gonna put the just like if you're doing a painting on a canvas, you know, you put the rough stuff in first, right? You know how that works. Okay, keep moving it around. Let's get the hamburger sticking out of the bun the whole way around. You can see it already, can't you? Now, I don't know if this is a trademarked hamburger. I don't know if this is a Whopper. I don't know if this is a Big Mac or a Wendy's. You see, I know my hamburger joints. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to let this dry because it's getting hard to paint on the wet. Okay. So there's that. Okay, it's already starting to look like a hamburger, isn't it? Now we're gonna have to put some green on it for it to look like lettuce. And then we could put some tomatoes on it, I guess. But here's the green. I'm using this green. That might not be the best choice, but I'll figure it out when I see it. I won't know till I get there. Yeah, that's not a good green. That's okay, because I'm going to change it with the yellow. I'm going to mix in that yellow with the green. And a different brush. I got a different brush here, okay. So we're going to take some of the yellow, I'm going to mix it with that green. Make that look like lettuce a little bit. See the lettuce sticking out of that corner there? That lettuce. You gotta use a lot of that yellow. That green is too blue-greenish. It's not the right green. Let's put some more yellow in there. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. You do any kind of sandwich, really. Rocks have a tendency to look like things anyway, just like clouds have a tendency to look like things. It's really not that they look like them, it's just that our human imagination does what it does, you know. Yeah, I can see some places where I touched it with my finger. That's okay. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. And then when you have a hamburger party, you pretend you don't want to give it to the kids because you don't want them to break their teeth because they'll try to bite it, right? The little kids anyway. Give it to the teenagers. Let them have fun with it. Yeah, starting to look like a hamburger. Starting to look like a hamburger. You know what we could do? We could put little seeds on there. That's what I think would make it look really cool. There's some seeds. Actually, some seeds and some reflections. You know, like especially on the meat itself. So let me find a tube of white. I'll do like white sesame seeds. There's the white. Okay. And I'll put the white in that spot right there where there's already some dried white. And I gotta get a little tiny brush. A little tiny thing. Yeah, this brush, it's not really tiny, but it's got that point on it, see? That might work out nice. So let's use that for the little seeds. Oh yeah, they look like seeds. Let me do some of them with yellow. I'll do kind of a mixture of yellow and white. Lots of seeds on a toasted sesame seed bun. Isn't that one of the commercials, right? One of the commercials for the hamburger. Gotta drag it across. Gotta make it look a little bit like little teardrops, because that's what the sesame seeds sort of look like. It's little teardrops. There we go. 2 wall beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. Oh, we gotta put some tomatoes on there? I don't know. What I want to do though is put a little bit of reflections on some of the meat places. So I'm going to take that brown that I use for the meat. I'm going to lighten it a little bit and just kind of a couple of reflections. That's probably not even necessary. Just a little bit. Probably should put some red in there too. It's already looking like a hamburger, isn't it? It's already looking like a hamburger. What time is it? Is it time for lunch? Is it time? Is it time to go get something to eat yet? Let me put some. I'm gonna put some red here because I don't know that red is gonna look like a tomato or just look like some ketchup coming out of there. But it looks good. Whatever it is, it looks good. Yeah, a little bit of ketchup coming out of that hamburger. So if you eat this one, you're not a carnivore, you're a rockivore, a geovore, whatever, a person who eats rocks. Oh my gosh, there probably is somebody who eats rocks. Or maybe you're a rock star. You hear me? I'm a joker. I'm a joker. I'm a toker. I'm a midnight smoker or something like that. I play my music on the run. Sorry, Steve Miller. Did I just violate your copyright? I don't know. That's a Steve Miller song if you didn't know, if you're too young to know. If you're too young to know. Alright, let's put some ketchup on this thing. See, I originally was doing the red not as ketchup. I was thinking maybe I needed a little red in the meat, because meat it's not always brown. It's got a little bit of red in it. But you want to know something? It looks good as ketchup. It looks better as ketchup. So that's what I'm doing. And who knows? Maybe it's a little bit of a tomato peeking through. I got the ketchup on both sides of this hamburger. Okay, That looks very ketchupy. Very ketchupy. Alright, kids. I gotta paint the bottom, but I'll do that later. But anyway, there's my hamburger rock. I'll probably paint more later on. I'm getting hungry. What do you think? You like it? Alright. See you later.